Worked pretty well. Golly, got it the first time. I hope this time it doesn't come out the way my last post came up on Twitter where I'm only seeing this much. I look like a little munchkin trying to come over the top. Hey, listen, I am talking today about a blog post I just put up. As usual, I'm looking at my monitors here. I put up a blog post today about formatting the short form resume. The topic is about successfully navigating resume filtering software. And I might go a little bit for a while today. Hi, Mary Rev, thanks for being there. I might go on a little bit today because there's a lot of information here, but I'm gonna try to keep it fairly succinct. This post is on LinkedIn right now, and it's on rickgillis.com. So rickgillis.com, up in the header, you'll see there's a blog button. Click on it, you'll see the blog. It's about how to successfully navigate resume filtering software. And this is what CIO.com calls the bane of all job seekers' resume filtering software. It is. It's tough to get through, to get around. And if you don't know some of these fundamental tricks, your resume is not going to get seen. I mean, I talk with thousands of people literally over the course of every year, 2 years, that just do not know why they're not getting any response from their resume, from submitting their resume. And it's really pretty fundamental. It's because they're not getting to a real human person. See, your resume, when you submit it through an online application, goes through a little, you've heard of the ATS, the applicant tracking system. Well, there's a little bitty tiny module in that resume, in the applicant tracking system that's a resume filtering module. And you have to meet criteria in order to get through there. And it's not artificial intelligence, it's all basic, very simple coding. But you need to meet the criteria or your resume does not make it through and go on so that a real person can see it. Now you need to understand too, your resume is being graded. Yeah, just like you're in school again. Your resume is being graded, so you need to absolutely positively listen to what I have to say right now. Some of the stuff is, basically I have fabricated my own resume design, and the reason for that is because I know that actually all users of resume filtering software can make the choice that they are only going to scan one page of whatever you submit. So if you submit 2 or 3 pages, a long 2 or 3 page long resume, and some of those crazy rich important keywords are on pages 2 and 3, and they set their machine to only review page 1, why would they do that? They're only looking for most current skill set. But if they set it to review only page 1 and all those crazy rich robust keywords are on pages 2 and 3, you might be getting missed, and that's not uncommon. Before I go any further, I want to tell you that everything I'm going to tell you right now is in chapters 4, 5, and 6 of the job book. I see a big old glare there. Yeah, job. It's on Amazon. It's the only place you can get it. Go to rickgillis.com. You can see it. It'll still send you to Amazon. This is a brand new cover for the job book. It's what I'm using on my LinkedIn, this logo. So identify. This is the old original cover. You can see my mug on there from 2012, I think, when I published this book. I decided it was time to update it because, yeah, I'm getting a little grayer than I was there. Plus, you know, it's an old tie. What the heck? So anyway, this is the new cover for Job Book. If you see this one, it's okay. It's the same information. I didn't change any content, whatever. But anyway, why one page? It's designed to be friendly for the recruiter. Recruiters get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I'm not joking. 3, 4, 5, 600, 1,000, 1,200 resumes a day, potentially. And they'll be 2 and 3 and 4 pages long, and they're not really reading all this stuff. They can't. It's not humanly possible. What they do is they take a scan, and then they may look at the 1 or 2 that are interesting enough to make it to the top of the pile. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that. But right now, just understand that it's important that you go with the idea of a 1-page, lots of white space, really friendly document that's going to tell the recruiter only quickly what they need. Remember, I've said this many, many times before. You're not looking for a job with a resume. You're looking for a phone call. A resume does nothing more than start a dialogue. But anyway, what I want you to know is talk a little bit about the formatting. I want you to know that the top page of any resume is the most important part. Excuse me, the top half of a resume is the most important part. That's the part that's really going to hook. It's like being above the scroll on the internet. Or in the old days, it was above the fold in the newspaper. 11 to 12 point font is cool. Don't go crazy on your name. Don't do that 35, 36 bold that a lot of new college graduates do because they don't have a lot of experience. So they put their name really big in there to fill up space. That can actually work against you. 14 point or so is about as big as you want to go. With your name only. The rest of the document, 11 or 12, and if you need more space, because this is going to be 1 page, 10.5. By the way, you can also go on my website, rickgillis.com, click on Job, scroll down to the bottom of that page, you'll find a blue box that says Resources, Click on that, go to the next page, you'll find an orange box at the top. It's a sample document. So you can see this short form resume there. There's no cost. No, I'm not collecting email addresses or anything else. I might one of these days. But anyway, full margin justification, left and right, make the sides even, make it really attractive. Sans serif fonts are preferred. A sans serif means without tail. Times Roman, however, is what's used for legal documents. Times Roman is perfectly cool, but I personally prefer a Calibri font. They're very easy to read. They're very compact. You can put a lot of information in the same space you would put a Tahoma or an Arial or a Verdana font. So I'm going to recommend that, Calibri. Limited or no spacing between sections, no borders, no tables. Tables kick you out, can potentially are not read by the software. No continuous lines across the page. You know, you put your header up there and then you put that one line all the way across the page and then you put the rest of your content. That one page by some of the softwares, and I've actually seen snippets of code, can get you. It'll actually read as a page break and go to the next file. You don't want no continuous. Now, it's okay to underscore, just no continuous formatting lines. No logos or artwork of any kind. I'm sorry, graphic artists. This is an uber ultra conservative document. It has to be. You want to get the phone call. Then you send them that pretty multicolored infographic type resume, which I totally support. But the first thing that has to happen is you got to get their attention. So you don't go with this really, really simple document. Now, this is probably the single most important part I need to tell you right now. Please share this. Please pass it on. No information in the header. To the best of my knowledge, most of the softwares out there do not read information in the header or in the footer. Now, in the footer, you might have a page number, so what? That doesn't hurt anything. But a lot of people put their contact information, their name, phone number, email address, all that stuff that is so vital to being found in a header. And I understand why, because when it's in the header, it then reads, you can read it in the next page, on page 2 and page 3, because headers repeat. However, if the software doesn't read it, you're sending them literally a headless document. Now, I'll be talking some more later on. I'll talk to you guys about keywords and stuff, because keywords are uber important. They're actually chapter 7. I devoted a single chapter just to that information in the book. So chapter 7 in Job is devoted to keywords. I know you think you know keywords. You don't really know keywords. And I'll tell you what, I will talk about that next post, because yeah, it's that important. I devoted a single chapter to it in the book. I think I'll devote a single post to it. I don't want to make this any longer than I need to. Thank you for being there. I hope if you have any information, rickgillis.com, reach out to me. I am accessible. There's all kinds of ways to contact me on my website. I'd like to help you if I can. Hey, have a happy day. Periscope, down. I think I have to do this. Come on, let's go down. No, we didn't. Not yet. Double to it.